All right, folks, welcome to another training session. Today, our focus is the Cup Stacking Challenge. This is a very fun event that we love to bring on all different event types, whether it be a corporate event, a school event. Haven't done it at a wedding just yet, but still fingers crossed that might happen someday. But it is a very engaging, entertaining, and high energy relay race type event. And the first thing we're going to start off with is how to promote it, because games at events of whatever type they are can be very intimidating. So I'm going to start setting it up while I promote so we can take care of two birds with one stone. So what you're going to want to do is while you're playing music, while you're DJing, you're going to want to, in between some of your songs, just make announcements along the lines of, all right, folks, we've got this great interactive, fun game. It's called the Cup Stacking Challenge. It takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of intensity and a lot of teamwork. You know, just make it seem like a challenge, something fun, something everybody wants to overcome, and let them know that, hey, you can get a few of your favorite, your best friends that you've come with, or if you want to make some new friends, go ahead and gather those people up to form teams of, I like to have at least 4. Teams of 4 is the minimum if possible, and then, but 6 is even better if you can possibly get 6. So you're going to want to promote the game. Sometimes people come up within 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, like half an hour. So you just want to keep drilling it into their heads until you finally get someone to come on up. And you'll always get that person like, hey, we want to play. And that's awesome. And so you're just like, all right, great. Next step after promoting is to get team names. So you're going to want to gather team names because it adds another personal level to the game. It adds another way to MC and make everybody feel like, oh, wow, he's engaging with us. They're engaging with us. They know our team name and they're making this more fun. So you're going to get team names of the 2 teams. And I say 2 because 2 is normally how many we play with, but we always send along a 3rd set. So if you ever want to intensify things and you just have that many people wanting to play, and if you think you can take it on as an MC, you can always do 3 sets if you'd like to. But I typically keep it to 2 to simplify. But you'll go ahead and get those team names. And then once you do get the team names, you'll be ready to explain the rules. So hopefully at this point, you're set up like we are here. And just to walk you through everything, it's essentially setting up 2 pyramids of the cups. 3 on the bottom, 2 in the middle, 1 on top. And then you're essentially creating with these spot dots lanes. So that's what these are. I think a lot of folks, especially the younger crowd, they get confused. They think that they're supposed to stand on top of these, and that's like their starting point. But in actuality, these are like, it's like a track lane, right? Or like a swimming lane. So you're supposed to go in between them. So it's sort of like defining the channels that each team will be in. So once you have everything set up, you've got your teams with their team names. Now it's time to, I actually introduce the teams before I explain the rules, just to kind of like secure them in there. So you go ahead, you say, all right, folks, behind the green dots, getting ready to stack and destack the green cups, we've got Team A. Let's hear it for them. Da, 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 da. And taking on Team A behind the orange dots, getting ready to stack and destack those orange cups, we've got Team B. Go ahead and make some noise. Woo! You get everybody hyped up. Everything is just fun and exciting. And then you just let everyone know, okay, we're going to explain the rules of the game and we're going to get things started. So after that, I'll always hop out there. A lot of times I will have an assistant with me, just depending on what the event type is. And if they are there, that assistant can jump out and go through the motions while I explain everything on the microphone. It's super helpful when that happens. I just always introduce them. I say, keep your eyes on this person. They're going to show you how it's all done. But if it is myself, I just basically turn my music down. I'll leave my microphone behind, unless I have a wireless mic. But if I don't have a wireless mic, I'll run on out there and I'll get just on a personal level with the group that's out here. And I'll just pretend that they're both here behind the dots. And I'll basically explain the rules like this. I'll say, all right, folks, this is a relay race. And basically, I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1, and on go, the first member of each team is going to run out to their pyramid, just like this. And they're going to destack this pyramid into a single pillar like that. Once they've done that, that first teammate will run back and high-five teammate number 2, who will then run out and they'll return this stack into a pyramid. Remember, 3 on the bottom, 2 in the middle, 1 on top, just like that. And that person will then run back and high five teammate number 3, and so on and so forth until all members of your team have come out here, done what they need to do, and gotten back across the line. Now remember, we're playing best 2 out of 3, so if you don't win the first game, it doesn't mean it's totally over. We're gonna at least play a second game, possibly 3, so stick around. Couple more things before we get things started. Number 1, don't leave this line right here until you get a high five from your teammate. We've seen some mid lane collisions before and it's not pretty. We're trying to avoid it, all right? And then the last thing, whenever you do high five your teammate, go to the back of your line and take a knee or take a squat, or if you don't feel like doing either of those, put your hand up in the air so we can just know how many people are still left to go. It's gonna make it easier on us. All right, so that's basically the explanation of the rules. And then after that, we'll just hop behind the booth. And at that point, your job is just to have fun. You count down everything, you build up the clock, or you build up the hype and the countdown to the moment. I'll usually always kind of like promote the actual event that's happening. I'll say, all right, folks, here we are once again. And I'll check in with my teams too. That's another thing as well. And so I'll be like, we've got our first game of the first round of the Cup Stacking Challenge at Jerry's 50th birthday party. And right now we've got our first team stepping up. Behind those green dots, we've got Team A. Team A, are you ready? Yeah! And next to them, behind the orange dots, we've got Team B. Team B, are you ready? Yeah! You know, and people just get fired up. And then I'll say, all right, guys, here we go. First game starts in 3, 2, 1, go! And of course, I'm trying to post that hype moment, that phrase, so that it's dropping right when a big energy moment happens in the song that I'm playing, so that adds even more intensity. And then once you're into it, it's just a matter of letting it happen and commentating on those moments. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get Nick out here. He's behind the booth and he's gonna jump out. We're gonna do an actual game, and I'm gonna MC this game as if I were doing it live out there. So Nick, what's your team name?
I like Team A, honestly.
Team A? Yeah. All right, so you're gonna be over here by the green. I'll be Team B. And then we're gonna just get this thing done. We're gonna go, so this is also a good example of if you're low on participants, you can always have people go multiple times, but we at least like to see 4 runs in and out, so that you have, enough diversity, enough of an actual game. So Nick and I are gonna go out and back 4 times. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, folks, so I'm gonna jump in and show an example of how to keep things hyped and energy up during the Cup Stacking Challenge. Here we go. All right, folks, here we are at the first game of the first round of the Cup Stacking Challenge. Team A versus Team B, taking each other on. Who's gonna win? Let's find out. In 3, 2, 1, go! All right, here we go, both off to the races. And quick start. Oh, a little bit of a fumble on Team B, but they made up for it really quickly, and they have a small lead here in the start of their game of the Cup Stacking Challenge. Both teams building. 3 on the bottom, 2 in the middle, 1 on top. Holy smokes! Team A has tied things up here in the restack, but look at Team B's single stack. That's amazing how quickly they can do it. Here they go into the final build. Who's it going to be back across the line? Looks like Team B, but oh my gosh! Team A steals it from them at the very last moment. You were that close. Unbelievable. Awesome. Congratulations, both teams. Way to go. Yeah, so I mean, after that, guys, it's all about just hopefully getting more and more people engaged. I found that once you get the first game going and the first round, people just come in. Like, it takes forever to get that first game going because people are nervous, but once people see how much fun it is, how exciting it is, see how you're getting everybody into it with your emceeing, next thing you know, people are just lining up in droves to do it. So based on the event type, based on how much participation you see coming your way after that first game, you could make it into a tournament. I've done brackets before, and I never know if that's what's gonna happen, but like, if I see one team do it, I write down the winning team's name, and then if another group comes in, I write down their names, and then you can have those champions face each other. But if you see like a huge mass of people coming in, I've done like, I wanna say 8 teams on each side. So we have like quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. And it's just awesome. And I've even done like best 2 out of 3, and then best 3 out of 5, and then the finals is best 5 out of 7. And like, it's just cool. I call it like the Stanley Cup Finals. It's really fun. So anyways, Cup Stacking Challenge, tons of fun. I think it could be enjoyed at any event type, weddings maybe someday, but all ages for sure. And we're hoping that all of you will enjoy DJing and emceeing these moments as well. Oh, and I didn't mention, definitely a good call to play like high energy, fun, family friendly, upbeat music for this. That's just gonna get people wanting to run and laugh and smile. That's what it's all about. All right, cool. Thanks again. We hope you enjoyed. We hope you have a good time with the Cup Stacking Challenge.